Look at my zucchini.
I'm getting there. I gotta turn slow.
I can't get over how big these plants have got.
Yeah, just in the last week. I guess this wet weather is good for something.
Yeah, look at these are tossing here. I have a video on that, but now they're much bigger. I think this is the popcorn that we planted. We planted some like Indian corn, and then I thought we did popcorn as well. It was like organic popcorn.
Don't remember.
Supposed to be non-GMO or whatever, like organic. Look how big they got. Oh, they got those things already, so we should pick them all.
What is that?
That's those
Slugs or something?
green, the white moss.
Ew.
Yeah, so they lay all these. That's the eggs there, and then these are the ones just hatching.
That's disgusting.
Right. So we'll have to pick them all, and then we can rinse them off. They're huge. I just can't get over that. I have to get a knife. I can't get over the earwigs.
The cabbage leaves could go to the goats or what?
Yeah. I can't get over the earwigs this year.
Yeah.
It's unreal. But anyway, I think we should just pick them all, and then they're done. And then my broccoli is done too, so we can cut it down too. Pigs. So you kind of didn't get around to putting that thing up, eh?
No.
But like I said, you didn't really have to because they grew. And so far they are all kind of standing up quite nicely. The couple that fell over.
We got a visitor coming.
Look at her little cabbage patch girl.
Pardon?
Nice. Does she look like a cabbage patch girl?
I have no idea what one of those looks like. But if it looks like that, then yes, she does. What do you got?
You got your baby in there? Turn around, let's see.
Oh, just a wee little thing in there.
Aww.
Is that a newborn?
Not a nice baby.
No, my newborn's still in the head.
Oh, this is an older kid?
Yeah.
Who did your hair?
Nice.
Wonderful. That's nice.
What's this? And then, she just made my hair. I didn't ask her to, she just randomly made my hair.
Well, it looks nice.
Did you want to pee? They're very yummy. There's some right there.
Look at all these.
Big fat ones.
A lot of fat ones.
Down there, we'll have to pick them all tomorrow.
So for supper tonight, we can just sit out here in the garden
Pretty much.
and eat.
We're having some potatoes.
From our garden?
And some beets.
From our garden?
Chicken.
Ooh, from our land. This morning we had eggs from our chickens. Life is good. Even our milk comes from our hay, which goes to our cows, and into our bellies.
It's such a marvel thing that you have animals that have grass. It's just really cut down the grass and feed it to an animal.
Yep.
And they just eat it and they get all the nutrients that they need.
Yeah, for curiosity, one day, it was quite a while ago, I looked into that whether or not we could eat hay. Because one bale of hay, boy, that would sustain us for like months. But we can't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Our bodies can't even
Well,
digest
we
it.
can, but the cow can, or the animals can, and then we eat them. It just seems such a marvel that.
Yeah, I'm sure glad God made animals. Need another pea. There's a big one.
What do you think? Pretty nice, eh? All this stuff in our garden.
Mom, over there, there's some
Zucchini. Yeah, we put them there, but
some of that one.
and we picked a bunch on the.
There's some big ones over there. You should go have a look. Come.
So we'll have to go and pick them up, take them up. And And these cabbage,
I know where
cabbages
they are, just over here.
See a pile there?
What pile?
Or what are you going for?
Oh,
Yeah, Mommy picked a pile over here. I think that thing's massive.
But we don't want to let it go too long because then the ends start rotting. Right, that one's done. Nice.
Right, that's a lot of food.
light.
And just think, one little tiny seed, Ainsley, right? Turns into all these massive plants. Well, this is mostly squash, but somewhere in there is zucchini. Over there. And then you get all this fruit.
I can't wait until that starts coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
The squashes.
A lot of flowers.
I love the color. The greens with the yellows and the orange, like yellowy orange.
But that's exciting because like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of flowers.
It's a big patch. I think you're sitting in a puddle, my dear.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, let's gather this
You're a
up.
bit wet.
And we'll take them in the house.
I'll take
Yeah? Maybe a couple.
Ooh, I don't know if I can lift one.
Yeah, they're
Right.
light.
I'll try to lift two.
Okay. Now,
You got 'em?
We'll have to cut the ends off these two because they're kind of yucky.
Yeah, one of mine are kind of yucky too.
Oh, it's a good thing you came. Now you can help.
That one.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is a beautiful day again. Look at that. Beauty. Nice and quiet here on the homestead. You can hear the crickets going. Pretty loud actually today, I guess, so it's not that quiet. But anyway, we've got fruit trees. We've been planting, or we bought fruit trees. We've been planning on planting them, but we haven't got around to it. So back here, I don't know if you can make it out. The house is over here somewhere. Can't quite see it. Right back there. And so this is in front of our place to the north. We've got this area. You can kind of make it out. I'll turn the camera around later, but there's kind of a nice area here nestled in between this fence line and the house. See where Anissa and Wes are. Ainsley's out behind this here bush. And we've picked this for an orchard. So this whole area, including where the tractor is. And this is a bit of a back lane, just kind of for the farm side of things. So from that lane over this way, in between these trees, there's a line of trees there. And this lane would separate it. We'd probably end up putting a fence on either side of this laneway at some point. This is just a lane to get down to the north pasture here. It joins up with another lane that we have on the other side of that fence line over there. So anyway, we've got the beginnings of an apple orchard. There are a few plants here that actually look like apple trees here and there. Of course, I don't see any right in front of me right now, but oh, here's a little guy, if I can find him in the camera. Not really. Anyway, there's a couple of small ones. They're like 2 feet tall that we think are possibly apple trees. We do have a few big apple trees here, and it's possible their seeds have been carried. We don't know for sure, but it looks like apple trees in the beginning. So here I have some peach trees in the bucket. I'm going to plant those, as well as we have, so we bought 3 peach trees, 3 pear trees, and 3 apple trees. Just a small beginning. If you ever bought fruit trees, they cost a fortune, seems like. And you don't get fruit from them for a long time. So we're just kind of, every year we'll hopefully buy a few more as we can afford it. But this is the beginnings. Got one there, there, and just kind of planted. So 1 row of pears, 1 row of apples, and 1 row of peach. And we'll stick them in the ground. Hopefully they survive the winter. We were just discussing that. We may have to cover the roots up with straw or something to keep them warm. Not sure yet. Here's one of those trees I was talking about. I can glare on the camera. Can't see where I'm looking. Anyway, there's a tiny tree here. This guy. And it kind of looks a bit like an apple tree. But it's really hard to tell. Just the way the tree itself is growing. It makes it look kind of like an apple tree. And there's a number of them here. They're all over the farm, I guess, here, there, and everywhere. Kind of random. But hopefully those are apple trees as well. And in time, if the cows leave them alone, they'll grow. They've done remarkably well this year already, and growing pretty good. So I wonder if the cows, he used to have pasture cattle here, the guy that was before us, maybe his cows liked eating them off. Same as the maples. There wasn't very many small maples around the house, and this year they've really shot out of the ground. There's quite a bit of them. So same thing, I think maybe the cows liked eating them, and that's why they just disappeared. There was lots of evidence of cattle up here on the ridge. They liked hanging around these big trees. So anyway, I'm gonna plant some trees. What you doing?
I'm over here.
Yeah, you gonna plant some trees?
Yeah, I want to dig some holes.
All right, bring your shovel. The first goat bait is in. She's planted firmly for the goats to chew on. So there's the beginnings of the orchard. Maybe you can make them out or not. Where's my finger? There's apple trees. There's a row of pear trees here. There's 3, small row, and a row of peach trees up here on the ridge. I'll zoom back out. And here you can kind of tell this line right there to that tree and across, and then the lane's right in here, the farm lane, and back up here. So this will be our orchard. We got room for, oh, I don't know, lots more trees in here yet, I guess. See how many we end up planting, but it sure is nice to have your own source of fruit.
What are you doing in there? You look a little big for that. Is it fun?
Yeah.
You're funny.